Want to know how you make money in this life? Well, I am here today to tell you all about your money planet based on astrology. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Hannah and welcome back, Cosmic Warriors. Before we dive in, if you do want to learn more about astrology, then head on over to the Cosmic Check-In podcast. And if you would like to book a reading with me, then you can visit my website, hannahselsewhere.com. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's do this. Okay, so just before we start, I want to know which house is your second ruler in? Let me know. And just to give you a quick overview about the second house in astrology, the second house can show us how we manage our money. So how you manage your money, your bank accounts, how you might save, budget, spend your money, what you prioritize when it comes to your money, and what you literally spend your money on. Your attitudes as well towards stocks and bonds, and how you were provided for as a child. Your physical security, any movable items you own, possessions, belongings, and of course, the second house is also about a whole bunch of other things like self-worth and our skills, which is why you do need to listen to the Cosmic Check-In podcast for more information. But today, you're here because you want to know about money in the chart. Well, the second house ruler in your chart can tell you a thing or two about how you might earn your money in this life and just your overall attitudes towards money. So, let's get into it. If the second house ruler is located in the first house in your chart, you might set many financial goals for yourself. If there is something you really want to save for, I see this as you showing great dedication, just being very ambitious about it. You strongly identify with your finances and your ability to support yourself in this life. You identify with your ability to earn. Your physical security has mattered strongly from a young age. Naturally, this does depend on the planet and the sign, but your materials and your wealth are quite strongly linked to your aims and your overall life direction. And so you'll most likely make those moves. Perhaps financial independence is important to you, or you prefer honorable positions, which really align, these positions, they align with your outlook, the outlook that you have on life. So if the second house ruler is in the second house in your chart, well, what we see here is that you are a very material, wealth, and security kind of person, very focused on these areas. Of course, this also depends on the planet and the sign. I mean, if Neptune resides in the second, perhaps not so much. Still, you might earn money based on the planet that rules that very house. So for example, if Virgo rules your second house cusp and Mercury resides in the second, perhaps you earn money working in a cafe or as a clerical officer, perhaps as an administrator or as a civil servant. Or if Libra rules that second house cusp and Venus resides in the second, you may earn your money as a beautician, a florist, or as a pianist, a musician, or even within a legal related job. Or if Scorpio rules the second house cusp and Mars resides in the second, this could be you earning money as a chemist, as a tax collector, or as a sex therapist. Also, it is your finances that make you feel safe and comfortable to a large extent. And so you place so much value into having enough, having plenty. This is about providing for yourself and for your loved ones as well. You might even invest in the stock market. Perhaps you have many savings accounts or you prefer to budget well. Again, though, this does depend on the planet and the sign. If your second house ruler resides in the third house, okay, instantly we see you potentially making money from communications, advertising, media, transportation, writing, teaching. You could be a radio host or a commentator, retail, sales. You possess great curiosity when it comes to making money. Perhaps you educate yourself on how to make it, but more importantly, how to keep it. It's as if your intelligence is what comes into play when it comes to making important financial decisions. Of course, this depends on the planet and the sign. I mean, someone with Saturn in the third house, for example, will most likely plan better. Still, money could very well be on your mind a lot of the time. Your job might even require you to drive a lot, having to commute often, or it's that you earn money from the online world, from social media. Perhaps you also spend your money on your siblings and your close relatives. Or hey, you may prefer to spend your money on short trips often. Moving on then to the second house ruler residing within the fourth house. You might earn money from real estate, being a realtor, or you might invest in housing and property. Perhaps ownership is important to you. So to own your own home, whatever that looks like to you. Though, how you go about getting there really depends on the planet and sign. I know for me, my second house ruler, Venus, resides in the fourth in Capricorn when using the Placidus system, and I see this as owning property later on in life. On the other hand, this could also be making money from interior design or agriculture, designing, decorating homes, working on the land. Could also be about landscaping here. Maybe even it's that you work from home. Hey, this could also be living on a farm or out in the countryside is something that you desire. And this is also about financially supporting your loved ones, supporting your family. Then again, this could also be your family supporting you. You might gain something financial or material from family. Though hospitality, archaeology, midwifery, or environmentalism are other areas. If you are enjoying this video so far, then please be sure to subscribe and give the video a like just to let me know that you are finding it to be helpful. And if you're interested in picking up the astrology cheat sheets I have created to help you read your birth chart simply, then the link is down below. Okay, so moving on to the second house ruler in the fifth house. Number one thing coming through is you earning money from your creative projects. Your creations, of course, depend on the planet and the sign, but essentially this is about earning money from what you create. Consider how the second house is even about skills and talents, so there could be a creative gift you possess which you earn money from. Maybe you're interested in acting, directing, performing, entertainment, putting on a good show. Art and music inspire you. You could quite literally turn a hobby into a source of income. Plus, you also set out to provide for your children, spending quite a bit of money on them. It makes you feel satisfied knowing that they are loved, that they are supported. Oh, and you'll also spend money on your lovers and your romantic partners. You might even earn money from sports or speculation. Again, look to the planet and sign. Hey, perhaps you prefer self-employment. I have this placement when using the whole sign system, and I relate to making money from my interests and my creations and choosing to work for myself. Then again, you might even earn money from education, gambling, games, working in holiday resorts, stadiums, or from television. Your second house ruler being in the 6th house. Right off the bat, what we see here is you making money from the likes of nursing, medicine, being a receptionist, admin work, dentistry, health, fitness. Maybe you are a nutritionist, a dietitian. This does depend on the planet and the sign, but essentially this is about service-related jobs or wanting to help others, doing your part within society, providing useful and practical advice, providing tips that can really support people. You might even help people get their life in order and help them lay out a routine or a schedule that works well. You might even be very good at scheduling, at organization. This could even be about cleaning, being a hygienist, helping animals as well, right? So working in a zoo, working as a vet, could also be a civil servant job. Perhaps you also spend money on your co-workers or on your pets. You spend money quite a bit on your pets, or it's that you make financial reviews a priority. You prefer to check in and see how you're doing financially often. The second house ruler in the 7th house. Okay, this is where we see how you might earn your money from legal related jobs or from business partnership deals. Perhaps to some extent, it's more that your significant other is the one who supports you financially. Of course, this could be for various reasons, or it could be that it's the other way around. But this is also where the planet and the sign really comes into play. Still, we can look at this as you making money through a marriage or a business partnership. Could be a deal, a contract, an agreement that you sign with an employer. And the type of employment or contract, really, again, it depends on the planet and the sign. Naturally, this might also indicate money earned from collaborations, customer service, or human resources. You could even team up with a company or a partner so you can invest in something together. You might also spend your earnings on others, especially your significant other or your spouse. Customer or client relationships mean a great deal to you, or it's that you earn money from having a consistent client base. Other areas include law, the courts, foreign policies, trade, mediation, and counseling. The second house ruler in the 8th house. So the second house ruler here in the 8th is not messing around. You might be big into investing in your future. Very much in the know when it comes to where your money is going and where you are getting your money from. Who the main players are, the stakeholders. Perhaps you earn money from insurance, being a broker, working within a tax or benefits related job, such as managing pensions or collecting debt. Perhaps you even help others find employment. You could be a recruiter, a manager, working in banking or finance is likely, or working with large sums of money. Now, this could also be you supporting people with inheritance or beneficiaries. You're also going to be pretty private about your spending habits and your wealth, kind of like a secret millionaire maybe. This could also play out as you earning money from occult-like practices or from crime-related jobs, investigative work, research, medicine maybe, psychology, possibly helping others through loss and grief. Naturally, this does all depend on the planet and the sign, but hey, perhaps you were born into wealth, or it's that you have filed for bankruptcy at some point throughout your life. Earning money as a surgeon is also a possibility, or as a specialist, or as an undertaker. The second house ruler in the 9th. So you likely earn money from public relations, lecturing, media, travel, tourism, law, journalism, publishing, philosophy, marketing, promotion. The list goes on. Perhaps your job requires you to travel often for work, and I'm talking about long distance travel. So being a flight attendant, for example, or this could be lecturing in a university across the world. Then again, this could also be getting an education abroad and then using the teachings from that degree or that course within your job. Maybe you have worked in a different country, or you have aspirations to broadcast your knowledge and get paid for it. You might even spend your money on many courses and programs to help you grow academically. It depends on the planet and the sign, of course. Perhaps this is even about raising money for religious purposes. Earning money from your own teachings and courses is likely. And how you earn money may also involve horses, foreign affairs, metaphysics, literature, or science. The second house ruler in the 10th house. How you earn money is tied to your profession or your career path strongly. So for example, you might not earn the kind of money that you want to make until later on in life, because you use the first portion of your life experiencing obstacles and setbacks. This is about self-mastery. This is about dedication. This could be where, something is more about the long term. So I imagine a doctor studying for years before they are fully qualified, and then they make the big bucks. Another possibility, however, is that you're quite dedicated and serious about your money, about your earnings, as if you're steadily building to be successful, sort of building an empire perhaps. Maybe you work within a government-related job, or it's that you strive for a job that makes you look good, a position of status, a high-ranking position maybe. Your financial choices play a role when it comes to your reputation and your public image. You also want to be seen as a professional. You are seen as ambitious and as driven. Again, it depends on the planet and the sign. It might take you a long time to climb your mountain of success, but you get there. You could be a CEO, a manager, or a team leader. The second house ruler in the 11th house. Okay, so here we see you earning money from group participations and communities that you're a part of. This could be groups of people, audiences, followers, fans, subscribers, supporters, giving to you, wanting to actively support you. So let's say you have a goal in mind. It is your teams, your communities that help you get there. This is about power being found in numbers. Heck, you might decide to start your own company or business, or it's that you're a part of this large network or company or organization. Plus, there is something about your hopes and wishes for the future that play a role. Your aims and making them a reality. Because of this, it's like you can push yourself, inspiring others around you as well. Still, it is through your alliances that money comes. You might decide to start your own club or community, your own group. Naturally, how this plays out does depend on the planet and the sign, but this is about your future self. Also, the difference you wish to see in the world, right? You can be charitable, very giving, very generous with others. There is this desire to serve and help others. Perhaps you earn money working for the council, for the government, or for your nation. And lastly, the second house ruler in the 12th house. So the way you earn money is most likely via your spiritual gifts, insights, and practices. such as you opening up your own yoga studio or offering divination consultations, or setting up a retreat abroad where people can come and join. Perhaps there is also something rather healing about the way you earn money. You may support others with their emotional healing, for example. Maybe you work in a hospital, in a prison, in a rehab center, in a mental institution. Maybe you work strongly with sick people, vulnerable people, people who need help. Or your job might involve dream work, symbolism, sleep. Then again, you might work in more secluded areas, behind the scenes. Maybe you work in a library. Again, it depends on the planet and the sign here. There could be something hidden about how you earn money. So, for example, with the 12th house representing hidden gifts, maybe there is an earning direction you're not so aware of because you haven't tapped into the gift. Could also be something about your subconscious, because the 12th house is like a blind spot in the chart. Therefore, some financial exploring could be useful. Maybe addressing financial fears, for example, where there can be that resistance. Still, we also see this as you being very giving and caring with your money. Just to be mindful of things like scandals, criminal activity, and blackmail. Still, however, this could be about earning money from the worlds of the make-believe, okay? So media, acting, costumes, fantasy. Okay, everyone, so that concludes my video all about your money planet based on astrology. I hope you have found this video to be helpful. If you did find it to be helpful, you can always buy me a coffee. And with that, stay tuned for more, and I will catch you in the next one.